What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with you, man. It's Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before I get going on today's video, y'all know what to do. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and share the video, bro. If you come through and watch my video, be sure to hit that like button, put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car, and comment down below. I want to chop it up with y'all and talk boxing with you, but I can't do it unless you leave a comment. So be sure to comment down below. And if you want to have me hop on the panel or you want to collaborate with me, reach out to me on my email address at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Again, that's knockoutboxing, the number 8, the number 6, @yahoo.com. But without further ado, let's get it popping and get into today's video. And today we're going to be talking about Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Teofimo Lopez just came out. He did an interview. He said that Devin Haney is 100% next after he takes care of business with George Kambosos, stating that he wants to end Devin Haney's career and that he's tired of all the talking that Devin Haney has done and that Devin Haney has been a thorn in his side, and he wants to shut him up once and for all and end his career. Me personally, I love this talk from Teofimo Lopez. I love it, bro. Now, we all know we got to take it with a grain of salt and see what happens, because this is the same young man that said he had already sent contracts to Devin Haney and George Kambosos, and he was trying to wait to see who came back with contracts first, and it just turned out not to be true. Bob Arum, his own promoter, said, "Nah, we ain't rocking with it that way." You feel what I'm saying? We not doing that. I send the contracts. We haven't sent any contracts. Teofimo Lopez doesn't even have the authorization to say that. So that turned out to be a lie. That turned out to be cap. But with Teofimo Lopez's track record of fighting top-level competitors and really, you know, stepping his game up, he has the best resume of all of those young guns at the lightweight division. I'm going to take him at his word on this, bro. I'm going to take him for his word on this until proven otherwise, because he has not dodged any smoke. He has not dodged any smoke. At the end of the day, would I rather him and Devin Haney be fighting each other right now instead of Devin Haney fighting Jorge Linares and Teofimo Lopez fighting George Kambosos? Hell yes. It's a far better matchup. It's a far more high-profile matchup, and it's the fight that most fight fans want to see in the lightweight division. It's the biggest fight to be made in the lightweight division. But as long as they get it on, if they fighting at the end of this year, I'm 100% on board with it, 100% okay with it. Assuming that Devin Haney can take care of Jorge Linares as expected, assuming that Teofimo Lopez can take care of George Kambosos as expected, this is a huge matchup in the lightweight division. It's something that fans are going to be looking forward to, because you have a ton of people who swear by Teofimo Lopez who thinks Devin Haney has absolutely positively no shot. They feel Teofimo Lopez is far superior, Devin Haney has not proven himself, and that Teofimo Lopez is going to beat the mess and beat the shit out of Devin Haney. And then you have a certain segment of population and a lot of people that believe Devin Haney is a far superior boxer to Teofimo Lopez, that he's going to make Teofimo Lopez look like an amateur, and that it's going to be a boxing lesson from Devin Haney to Teofimo Lopez. But either way, regardless of what side of it you on, regardless of who you think is going to win, it's the fight that the lightweight division needs. There's a lot of confusion in the division right now. There's a lot of going back and forth between the fans of Teofimo Lopez and the fans of Devin Haney. And it's really because of Mauricio Suleiman and his bogus-ass franchise belt, because he's causing the confusion by saying that the WBC franchise belt is the most prestigious belt in his organization, although not every weight class has the franchise belt, so that's one knock on it. And then the other knock on it is that it's something that can't be won. You have to petition for that belt. So it's not like Devin Haney can go in there, beat Teofimo Lopez, or George Kambosos can go in there, beat Teofimo Lopez, and become the franchise champion. They would have to petition for that. They would have to ask for that belt. So that's one knock on it. The other knock on it, and the main knock on it, is that the other 3 major sanctioning bodies, they don't recognize that championship. They don't recognize it as a major championship. They recognize Devin Haney as the WBC lightweight champion. And so when you have all of this confusion, it's frustrating for the fans. It gives us a lot to talk about, which is always fun as content creators, right? Because you're going to have an opinion on it. You get to make videos on it, and you get to talk about which side you fall on it. You feel what I'm saying? But for the clarity of the lightweight division, for boxing as a whole, it just causes a bunch of confusion, a bunch of drama, and a bunch of mess that doesn't even need to exist. It doesn't even need to exist in the sport, but it is right now because of Mauricio Suleiman and his stupid-ass, bogus-ass franchise championship belt, bro. We don't rock with it at all on this channel. I am of the mindset, and I believe that Devin Haney is the WBC champion and that Teofimo Lopez is the unified champion with 3 belts plus the franchise championship. And for either one of those guys to truly be undisputed, they got to get in the ring and duke it out, bro. They got to fight each other. They got to fight each other. So we got to see what happens now with Teofimo Lopez and his promoter Bob Arum. We got to see how their relationship goes moving forward. Will Bob Arum be willing to make a big fight for Teofimo Lopez? Because Teofimo Lopez also said, or his pops also said, that they also want the winner of Ramirez and Taylor. Will Bob Arum be willing to make that fight for him based off of what he did with Triller? Going to Triller, going to Purse Big, going against what Bob Arum wanted him to do. How's that relationship going to progress moving forward? That's still something that we have to keep our eye on, man. It's something that we have to keep our eye on. Will he give Teofimo Lopez the Devin Haney fight? You know what I mean? How is that going to play out with the relationship between Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn with all this trouble that they're having making Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? How is that going to play out? Will Bob Arum have a sour taste in his mouth, or will Eddie Hearn have a sour taste in his mouth? If that Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight doesn't get made, for whatever reason, whoever's fault it is, will those two promoters go into a cold war? Will they go into a stalemate and refuse to do business with each other? So these are all real large ramifications that can happen if we don't know what's going on, bro. If we don't know what is going to happen between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, it's going to be for these types of reasons, bro. Because we don't know if the promoters are going to continue to do business together if they're not able to work together on this Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury fight. We don't know if Bob Arum is going to be willing to make a big fight for Teofimo Lopez in the future, because you best believe, coming off of what Teofimo Lopez did again, you know, getting his money with Triller, getting this 3.9, we'll round it up, getting this $4 million that he's getting to fight on Triller. Teofimo Lopez coming back for a Devin Haney fight, assuming that that's the fight that he wants to make, assuming that that's the fight that he wants, is what he said in his interview. If that's what he wants, bro, he's going to want money for it. He's going to want more money for fighting Devin Haney than he's getting for fighting George Kambosos. You best to believe that shit. And so will Bob Arum be willing to pay that shit? You know, will he let his fighter, his young star, Teofimo Lopez, fight on 2 different networks back to back? I find that hard to believe. And so if this fight gets made, it's going to have to be Devin Haney going over to ESPN to fight. Because I find it hard to believe that Bob Arum is going to allow Teofimo Lopez to fight on Triller, come back, right, do business with Eddie Hearn, and have Teofimo Lopez fight on DAZN the very next fight, bro. You best believe there's gonna be a crux in this whole fight happening, bro. And it sucks because we as fans, we will miss out on a great fight strictly because of the business of boxing and these people not coming together for greed to make a big fight happen. But both fighters are on record wanting to fight, and that's what matters to us as fans, and that's what we need to see, man. Devin Haney damn sure says he wants Teofimo Lopez after fighting Linares. He's on record saying that. And now we got Teofimo Lopez saying 100% he wants Devin Haney next. He wants to shut Devin Haney up. I love the energy towards each other. I hope this fight can happen. You know, and I hope it's not something that promoters and sanctioning bodies block and shit like that, man. This is what the lightweight division needs. We need the top young fighters fighting each other in order for the sport to move forward, bro. These days of protecting undefeated records, these days of young fighters having to keep building themselves up and not fighting until their late 20s or early 30s, man, we need to be done with that shit. We need to be done with that shit. And it starts right here with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. They're both in their early 20s. Who cares, bro? They're both champions. They're both highly skilled fighters. They're both, you know, household names in terms of boxing. If you're a boxing fan, you know who Devin Haney is. If you're a boxing fan, you damn sure know who Teofimo Lopez is. It's a big fight. It's the biggest fight that either one of them can make realistically that's big for both their pocketbook and big for their legacy, man. There's not a bigger fight for either one of these guys. If you Teofimo Lopez and you beat Devin Haney, you shut everybody up. And you become the unarguable undisputed champion of the world at lightweight, bro. And then if you Devin Haney, you get to show that all that promise, all that talent, and all that skills, if you were to beat somebody like Teofimo Lopez, you show that it wasn't just the eye test. that it wasn't just you fighting lesser competition, that you're able to do that against the best that this world has to offer. So it means so much for both fighters, and I'm glad that it seems like both fighters want this fight, man. We got to stay tuned on this. You know, they both have fights coming up in May and June. Devin Haney's fighting next week, as a matter of fact, and then Teofimo Lopez a couple of weeks after that. They on the same schedule, you know what I'm saying, to be able to make a fight happen later on in the year. So hopefully, after they take care of their business, assuming that they both do, we get the fight that fans want to see in the lightweight division, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm excited that Teofimo Lopez has come out and said that he wants to fight Devin Haney next. I'm obviously excited that Haney wants to fight, and I think it'll be great for the lightweight division. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video, bro. Put your seatbelt on when you hop in my car. And also, if you want to have me hop on a panel or you want to collaborate with me, reach out to me on my email address at knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. Again, it's knockoutboxing, the number 8, the number 6 at yahoo.com. I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out here.